All right, since we're taking a break from streaming, maybe I can keep up with doing like recap videos on the trades I took and where we stand each day. I don't that shouldn't put any pressure on me, but I still want to continue, at least for the time being, just trading by myself. At some point in the future, maybe we can go back to streaming my trades, but I just don't know at the moment. I was thinking maybe like a couple days a week or something. I don't know. You guys let me know. But I'll try to do recap videos. I can't promise every day, but at least a few times a week. I don't know. I changed my mind too much. But I posted my trades and everything in Discord. But if you didn't see that, I took 3 trades today. We're trading on the fast track trading accounts. I have 3 25K accounts, so I'm only trading micros at the very most, 5 micros at a time. And today there was a trade where I realized that there might be more risk involved, the amount of points I'm risking. So I scaled down to like 3 micros. That way I could handle it if it did need to go into that drawdown. I like being a little more dynamic and fluid with the decisions like that. I think I'm in a good place where I can make those decisions and not make the wrong decisions. So that's what we're going to do for the time being. I'm aiming for roughly 10-ish points per trade. So we're switching it up from doing the large size and small amount of take profit like ticks, like on the other accounts we were doing 2 to 3 minis and only 15 ticks. The problem with that is every time I enter, I'm scared because I don't want it going in the red at all because we're in 2 freaking minis. We were doing very good with that, but you will get a trade here and there where it eats a lot of your gains. So we're scaling down for these accounts. They're funded already, and this is day 2 with them, and so far so good. So we'll just see how it goes. So onto the trades. I ended up getting into a trade in pre-market, even though I always say every time I take a trade in pre-market, it never freaking works out. I was confident in the one today because we just took out, the market was moving pretty good. We just took out, you can see on the 5 minute, we had this swing low right here and the market came down the 1 minute. And then we were throwing a swing low into here. It was also right around this 900 level. And it's not like an official setup of mine, but I've noticed whenever there's a swing high or a swing low that we take liquidity out and it also aligns with 100 level, the 900, it's a pretty high probability that we're going to get a good amount of points off of that. So I entered with 5 micros right at like 902. And my risk was 5 points and I was aiming for 10. So, I mean, we got our 10 right there. Nice, quick pre-market. And then it was just off to waiting for the market open. But that was a nice, good start to the day, copying across 3 accounts. The next trade at the open, we put in this fair value gap, which I saw we were respecting, but I wanted to see if it came back down into this one from back in the pre-market, which we did this wick. And on the way back up, that's when I got in. But I only got in with 3. I don't know why. Or no, maybe I only did 2. I thought I did 3 on that one. Sometimes it will show like orders right on top of each other, so they're hidden. I think I did do 3 there. It doesn't matter. But since we came down to this fair value gap and then it started coming back up, I needed to withstand it going back down there again and potentially down to this swing low back here. So since I was entering up here, that's why I scaled down to 2 or 3 micros, whatever it was. And we got our 10-ish points out of that. I think we got a little more out of that. 12 points, 2, 3 micros. 2 for 2 on the day. After that, I decided I need to wait. We've taken a pre-market trade. We got into a trade basically right at open. So then we just waited for everything to happen. I saw this move. I expected this to be a liquidity sweep and for it to reverse. If the market came back up into this gap, I probably would have shorted it. I was eyeballing it. I didn't want to chase it by getting in way down here, so I just let the market do its thing. And I just sat and watched. We had another one form down here, but we took out these lows, so I wasn't sure like we're reversing or not. Still not 100% sure on what the market's doing. I'm just trying to read it and, let the market tell me what it's doing. And we made another low. As we made this low, ES, what time? 9:50. So if we look at the two charts here, NASDAQ was making a low, but at the same time, ES was like ripping, starting to go up towards its highs as NASDAQ is taking out its lows. So after this bar printed, I got in with 5 micros again, wanting to ride it up a little bit. I wasn't sure if ES was going to take out this high over here and then reverse and go along with NASDAQ, or if ES was just going to keep going and pull NASDAQ back up. I took my points out of this one. We got more than 10 points. I got 15 points with the full 5 micros. And ES broke its freaking highs and kept going. Look at this candle over here. But I really wanted to hold on with NASDAQ or on my trade, but I couldn't because we were already up like 260 or 270. And I can't make too much on these because of the 20% consistency with fast track trading. Had I made like 500 a day, then that means I would need to get these accounts that much further before I could get a payout, which wouldn't be the end of the world. However, I'd rather build a buffer on my own terms versus being forced to do it. So that was the last trade of the day. After that, we surpassed our goal. I'm really only aiming for roughly 200-ish a day as usual, but just doing with micros instead of minis, allow myself to take a little more heat in terms of points, not necessarily in terms of money, but that allows me to adapt and trade much better. So each account is up around that right there times 3. So we did like 850 between the 3 accounts. There's also no commissions. So even though we had 5, 10, 13 contracts of micros, 26 round trip, no commissions off of that. So that's another good thing with them. So yeah, hopefully you guys did good. Let me know how you guys did, and I'll try to do this again tomorrow, but no promises. Have a good one. See you later.